Hello, it's Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Is that right? Yep, 22nd. And you know what that means? Today is the autumnal equinox. It is the official start of autumn or fall. And very excited. The autumnal equinox, defined as the point at which the sun appears to cross the celestial equator from north to south. The celestial equator is the circle in the celestial sphere halfway between the celestial poles. It can be thought of as the plane of Earth's equator projected out onto the sphere. Another definition of fall is nights of below freezing temperatures combined with days of temperatures below 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The word equinox means equal night. Night and day are about the same length of time. So we have a little balance here between night and day, and it sure feels like it here, where, you know, it's getting dark a little bit earlier, and I've been noticing that. That's the one thing I do love about summer. I love the long days with the sun. It really, I love that it extends it out, and you can kind of go and do stuff, and you've just got a larger window to feel like you're active. So that I always do miss. I don't miss the temperature sometimes, I got to admit, but fall is here, my favorite time of year, always has been. And I'm scheming to pick apples. And yesterday, just had the most amazing afternoon. Met up with a friend in Manhattan, and then we went to Brooklyn near Prospect Park and just walked around and looked at brownstones and stopped for lunch and at a cafe. And the weather was just absolutely, it was 100% pleasant. And everybody was out, and families were out, and people were just enjoying, you know, I guess it was the last day of summer yesterday here. But yeah, and what a neighbor. I mean, wide is so funny. You go from Manhattan to 10 minutes away into Brooklyn, and wide sidewalks, and we were right by the Pratt Institute. Just gorgeous. I mean, just wide sidewalks and trees, and it's really, I get the appeal. I don't know. I've been to Brooklyn, but I hadn't really done it in that way, and so it gave me new perspective on the benefits and beauty of Brooklyn. So anyway, cool spot. If you're around, check it out. Great place to walk. Lots of great restaurants and just all over the place. So fantastic experience. I hope you're doing well wherever you may be on this first day of autumn here. Let's see. That's the big announcement. I used my random city picker because I was curious what's going on in the world. I should say here it's going to be very nice. It's sunny. It's in the mid 70s, I think. I don't think it's rainy. Let's see, what's it going to be today? Yeah, it's going to be in the mid 70s Fahrenheit, sunny all day. So really lovely day. But my random city picker for us, I chose South America, and it generated Mendoza, Argentina. It's a city in the heart of Argentina's wine country with a backdrop of the Andes Mountains, known for its vineyards and outdoor activities. So it looks like a lovely spot. And the weather there today is going to be a high of 68 degrees, low of 48 degrees. So pretty pleasant there too. A little rain. No rain today, just very sunny, 68 degrees. So a good, what we would call a fall day. And I guess Celsius-wise, that's 20 degrees Celsius for a high, 9 degrees for a low. So a pretty big swing there. But yeah, Mendoza, Argentina. Who knows? Maybe we'll get there someday. All right. Well, what are we thinking about today? I guess I had a lot of time to think over the weekend. I actually had several things come up. I thought, that would be perfect for the podcast. And then I didn't write it down, and then I forgot it. So my apologies to you all. I need to start writing down ideas as they come up in real time, because they just come and they go. But over last night and this morning, I've been thinking a lot about, you'll hear this advice about saying no more. You got to learn to say no and that sort of thing. It never hit me right. I mean, I'm a relationship guy. I value relationships. I like meeting new people, and so it never. I always felt like that was an inadequate sort of framing for me. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying for me, I just needed to think about it in a way that worked for me. And lately it's been coming up for me a lot, because the cycle that I go in when I'm in sort of exploratory mode, I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to do, is I open my aperture and I talk to even more people that I may not have talked to. And I just explore without boundaries. And then at some point the clarity comes, and then I narrow it. And I don't know, that's just been the cycle for me. I don't stay completely that wide open. And what I mean by wide open is, someone will say, "Oh, you want to meet so-and-so?" And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like that movie with Jim Carrey. I mean, just saying yes to everything, right? Yes, man. If you haven't seen that movie, it's pretty good. What would your life be like if you just said yes to everything, right? But in this world, especially with the so-called connected world we're in, if you said yes to everything that came across you at this point, I mean, you'd be bankrupt and you'd never sleep. And I mean, you'd just be constantly dealing with junk. So we can't do that. We're just bombarded with requests for our time and attention. But I'm moving into a phase of getting really clear about, the next phase of what it is that I want to prioritize. And the vision I have for this podcast that I'm developing, and the party we're going to throw to celebrate it, and the kind of talks I want to do, and the kind of business I want to have moving forward. And the clearer I'm getting on that, I'm more excited, more energetic about it, and I'm finding myself narrowing my aperture just a bit, not closing things off. So it isn't about saying no. What I've been saying to various people when I decide not to engage on something, on an invitation to join, to meet, to do something, is I say, I'm focused on this direction, and that's where I'm putting my attention right now. I am not saying no. I'm saying yes to me and my vision. And, whatever it is that this opportunity is doesn't square with that at the moment. But for me, that kind of framing works better than, just saying no. I don't like saying no. I like saying yes. And if saying yes to what's important to me means that I make choices to forego other opportunities, then I guess that's saying no, but it feels more like saying yes and staying on track. If I'm driving down the road and I want to go to Yosemite, but someone says, "Hey, you want to come down to South Carolina, and then you want to check out Florida, and you want to go to Louisiana?" It's like, well, I'm not heading to Yosemite doing that. I mean, unless I've got all day long and I don't care when I get there. But if I really intend on going to Yosemite, I better drive west in as straight a line as I can. And it'll take about 5 days to get there. So it can be easy bright, shiny objects are everywhere. And I don't have to say no. I can say yes. And saying yes with clarity means that I let go of other choices that I could make. And I think also it just leaves doors open. When you meet someone, they're like, "Oh, you want to join my group? You want to meet with so-and-so," especially in the networking world. And, maybe at some point down the line, that person or that group or that whatever, that opportunity will be an important one. And I try not to say no with finality about it ever being relevant, So that's how I kind of thread that needle. How do you thread the needle? How do you decline in a way that works for you? I'd be curious to know how you think of it. All I know is for me, I'm picking up speed, so I'm liking that. I'm going to leave it there for now. It's Monday. Looking forward to an exciting, productive, connected, joyful week. I'm so glad you're listening. Invite a friend. Share this on your Substack. We've got a new follower. Let's get some more new followers and join our merry band of Daily Vitamin listeners. And as always, make sure to be good to yourself and others, and we'll check in tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye for now.